ages I managed to get my hands on the Casio Manga or the Casioak Manga. The unboxing experience is very simple in this watch. You have this comic pop-up logo here and there, and once you open it, you're greeted with the G-Shock manga inspired design, which has been there in the Instagram lately. And you have the module catalog and the G-Shock branding, warranty card, and the watch's features as well as the model number tag and the price tag as well. So this box is specially made for this watch, and it has this comic book tile kind of design to it, and also the comic book pop-up is also there, and you turn it down, you have this Japanese text in this, so I don't know what it means, so please let me know if you know it. And when you open the box, you're greeted with the blue manga inspired Casioak, and you have another G-Shock branding on the side as well. So this is all. This is not an entirely new Casio, it is a GA-2100 variant, but this time Casio has made it really perfect. Let's start with the specifications of this watch. This watch has a case dimension of 48.5mm, a width of 45.4mm and a height of 11.8mm. And it has a carbon/bio-based resin because it has a carbon core guard, which I'll tell you later about. The basic features of this watch is that it has 200 meters of water resistance, shock resistance, it is entirely made in Japan, and it has 5 alarm functions, world time of 49 cities, and auto calendar up to the year 2099. If you like the video till now, don't forget to recreate the animations going on the screen right now, and please watch the video till the end because I need lot of watch hours. When you look closely into the watch, the strap as well as the dial has this comic book pop culture design in it. So this is a 3D kind of design. So this design stops only with the strap, the dial and the outer case. When you look at the watch very closely, they have done this kind of design which is very perfect. So there's some ink stains, like when you write with the pen, the tip might have more ink coming out than when you stroke the pen to a design, you have a thinner ink coming out compared to the edges. So they have done that kind of precision in this watch, and some kind of extra ink is also seen in places here and there on the strap as well as on the case. So when you look closer into the dial, things get very good. Over the indices, you have this kind of smudged ink outside. So it's like, in some places there's ink overlap, and then some places there's a lot of ink outside. So this has been very carefully designed by Casio, and this is one of the greatest designs I have seen till now. We have seen many watches in Casio, and none of them are unique. If you look very, very, very closely, the G-Shock appears like a comic book bubble, but I don't know whether it's a stray of just an ink outside, or is it really resembling a comic book bubble. So if anyone has ever noticed that, please do comment down below. And you have the date marker in this watch, which resembles a comic book bubble perfectly with 3 dots. So it shows you the day of the week, which is great. This is a blue color variant, so you have a white one as well. The hour and minute markers are in 2 different colors, black and red. So this combination goes very well with the watch, and I feel like they have done a good job. And there are minor defects in this watch which I didn't like, but I'll come back to that later. This watch has a carbon core guard. So what do you mean by a carbon core guard is that it is stacked with the carbon fiber as well as bioresin material. It gives you the maximum amount of shock resistance to this watch, and it also makes the watch light. So this watch only weighs 51 grams, so it's quite a light watch. This is one of the carbon core guards which were produced, and it's still being used in most of the G-Shock watches. It's an LCD negative display, and it is covered by a mineral glass on top. The only problem I feel with this watch is the negative display. If you see in the video, you can't even clearly see the numbers most of the time. Even I tried my best to put lighting. When I put light very close to the watch, only then you can see the letters or the text inside the display. So this was a major disadvantage in this watch, and I went in bright sunlight as well as a little shady sunlight with this watch when I was using it. I feel like at sometimes I'm not able to see the display. If you're a person who sees the time in the digital display, then it is not going to cut the chase for you, because for me, I struggled a few times to look into the digital display, but I was not able to see it because of the negative display. But it also has an analog counterpart, like dual display, so you can see the analog time very clearly. So if you're a person who is okay with seeing the analog time, then it's fine for you. This watch has a removable strap. So this is the first time I am seeing a G-Shock which has this kind of strap assembly. So it has this hinge in the middle where you can actually use to actually remove the strap. This might be an advantage and disadvantage at the same time, because when you're wearing the watch, the strap tends to move a little bit, makes a squeaky sound, which is annoying for me. What I noticed in this watch is that buttons seem to be too flat inside. So it's not protruding outside. So you have this case on top, and the case has this buttons inside a crevice in the case. So when I try to press the button, it's quite difficult for me. If you're used to that kind of watch, then it's fine for you. It has a single LED which powers the illuminescence of this watch. If you see, it has a neo bright lume, but it's not the greatest you can see. You can only see the hour and the minute hands lume. If you want to see the time in dark, then the illumination is very good, even though it has a single LED. I think it is a good win-win situation over here. The LED is bluish in color, so it matches the tone of the watch. It is a great addition to the design of the watch. This watch is priced at $11,495, which is quite reasonable according to me, because this is a GA-2100 and it offers the basic features of a G-Shock. If you're going for a single tone monochrome GA-2100, you'll be paying around $8,995. But if you pay 2,000 rupees more, you get this awesome variation of GA-2100. What I would say is, if you're a person who's already owning a GA-2100, any of it let it be, then buying this watch wouldn't be that great, because my ideology is that if you have a specific model like a GA-2100, you don't have to buy another GA-2100 because of the design. So it is going to serve the same purpose. It is definitely a head turner. You're wearing this watch around, it's definitely going to turn some heads. So that is the end of the video, and I will see you on Monday with another Bond series.